Hey guys, I'm Shawn coming at you from Waco, Texas. How you doing? Today we're going to learn a great song by Gregg Allman. It's Midnight Rider, Gregg Allman's version. Let's take a listen. All right, that's really neat sounding. I like that minor sound and little blues runs. Guys, welcome to webpianoteacher.com, our online community where we gather together to learn, play, and share the music that we love, creating a culture of encouragement for all you guys out there who are trying to learn to play piano online. Listen, you can do it if you pick the right lessons and you know how to practice. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so picking the right lessons is the very first important thing. If you are a beginner, this is not for you. Even though you may love the song, you need beginner songs. And notice I didn't say beginner lessons particularly. You need something that's on your level. There are a lot of Beatles songs that are beginner. I have tons and tons of beginner level songs on the website. In fact, if you are a complete beginner, the Easy Piano Lesson series is for any level member, and it will really help you to get started if you're new to music or piano, or you just need to get used to my method, my style of teaching. Okay? All right, so let's say you are in this wheelhouse and you think you can handle this, great. How to practice? Well, we want to make sure we go one measure at a time. We don't bite off more than we can chew. We learn a little section and try to do that pretty well, and then learn the next section, try to do that pretty well, put them together, instead of trying to work on the whole thing at once. Pick out a small section. That way you'll have success. Even though it's a small piece, you'll have success. You'll feel good about yourself. It'll be great, and you'll be encouraged to learn the rest of it. All right, let's get to the board. I do have my Kwai MP11 SE in the studio. I'm using one of my favorite sounds in the bank. It's bank A, number 2. It's just that old, keyboard sound everybody used back then. I don't know what's called, but so I'm using that for all of this. Even though it's not really playing so much at the beginning, the guitars and bass, I'm going to notate that for you guys so you can play it, even though the keyboard didn't come in really until a little bit later. But guys, I do everything on this. I teach every note. I listen to the whole thing. It took me, a whole half a day to transcribe, and you're going to love it. All right. So this works on piano too, if you just have a piano sound, acoustic piano. Or what I'm going to do first is not use too much pedal. Ruin it. I have the bass on my left hand on a D. There's an A in parentheses just in case you want to put in that in there. Kind of adds a little bit to, instead of, see, it's a little bit more full with that A in there if you want to do that. Okay, so I have C, D quick. That's optional if you want to do that. That's if you can go thumb, thumb. I don't think it's totally, impossible. I think you can do that without too much trouble. Low D, high D. Okay, but you can just leave it out and do low D, high D if you want. That's kind of do your kick and snare like that, Now the right hand, G, A. And this isn't super fast. It's just da-da-bum-bum. Right, left, right on the D. And then I'm going to go, that little hook on the G, that's kind of my little notation for a blues note. So we're going to go up a half step and come down on that G from a G sharp. You actually kind of play them both together, and you flick that middle finger to let it up. Is it sounding bad? It's loud. Yeah, I can switch to piano. Oh, wait. Take it off of this. All right. All right, so we're going to just flick down on that G, and then D, and then F, and then D. Okay, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, now, so this measures a lot like the first one. Okay, we're going to have an A to start with. Now they have that little hook there. We're going to go G sharp to A, so I'm doing a blues note coming up to the A, 2 and 3, and then D, D, and then there's the G again where I come down on it. D, D. The left hand has your B and A in there if you like. D on the thumb. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The little pause there is very important, you know. And then we continue. So let's try the first two measures together. So here's the way that we're practicing, right? We want to pick the right lessons. The second thing is know how to practice. So I learn one measure, I learn the second measure, and that may take you a day on one measure, another day on the second measure. Then you put them together finally. I'm doing it quickly here, you know, but for you the process may take a lot longer, and that's okay. That's normal. Okay, but I'm not going to try the whole thing. I'm just going to try the first two measures till I get that down before I try moving on, okay? So back to the board. Let's try both measures and go. All right, now play that a couple of times. I'm just going to do it once here. And then you're ready for the next part. What's great about music, it repeats. We just talked about that in our live lesson today, that music is full of repetition. And there's a repetition of the first measure. Exactly, right? And now we're going to have this. So we have go down to B flat on the left hand, and then the guitar does this. But I like to put it in there because it's fun to play. And it sounds good on the keyboard too. So F, D, C, A, G, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, and then there's an F. We end on a D, so it's kind of cut off there, but there's an F that's not shown, and then a D fifth. Okay, so if I work on that a lot, can you get it down? I did this too. I like doing the bass. You know, the guitar and the bass sometimes double one another. That's kind of fun. Just an optional way to do it there. Instead of doing the B flat, you can go. All right, so I learned each measure by itself and kind of tied them together. Now I'm going to try all four measures, all right, from the very beginning, all right? And again, if you're on webpianoteacher.com, you can do the whole song this way. The rest of it, there's so much more to learn. There's really neat keyboard stuff in there, solo stuff that you're going to really love. I love playing solo stuff in D minor blues. And again, on the website, as a member, you can download the sheet for this. This exact high definition sheet that I'm using, you can download and use that for your practice. All right, let's go from the beginning. And go. All right, guys, so that's the beginning there, and the keyboard hasn't really even started yet, but anytime there's a cool guitar lick, you can be sure that I'm going to incorporate that into our arrangement here. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later.